Whoop. So starting off walking over to a spot here. I didn't know how far the ice was going to go along the edge of the water up here. So I'm kind of trying to figure out where I'm going to be able to go fish. So I don't think I'm going to be able to, I could climb down this side and go over there. But we'll go down on this side over here. Oh, I guess my little honey hole's not as frozen over there as I thought it was going to be. There's like a little spot that's people have thrown rocks in, and it just kind of out of the, I guess you can kind of see it here, it just ends up kind of out of the current, and you can kind of go fish that little pocket. Fish will go up in there. How's it going? Good, thanks. All right. Oh, hey, what's up, someone else? Yes, we are live and heading out to either do some hiking or some fishing or both at one of my favorite fishing spots. What's up, people? Welcome to the first stream. Double tap if you're here. Help us hit that algorithm nice and quick and get some new people in here. And if we don't catch any fish today, we'll at least see some lovely scenery, that's for sure. So this is like a little island that's offset, like because of the Mississippi River. There's like bike trails that are through here, which are cool. But there's also a couple families of deer that never ever leave the island. And they're really, really tame. They actually will come up within like feet of you. Whew. I'm glad I didn't wear the heavy boots today. I had them on because I was like, oh, it's cold. But I would have been exhausted by now. Oh. All right, we're gonna sneak down here in just a second. This is a spot where I pulled some catfish out of. So all I've got, just my ultralight little noodle rod today. Got some jigs, got some earthworms or some little red worms. Sometimes something like that helps because I am determined that we're gonna catch a fish today. And we could have our first viral moment if I fall down this hill. It's a little steeper than what you think. All right, here we go. Whew. Oh yeah, no, we're gonna make it this time. I used to try to bring a wagon down here and it was a disaster. But yeah, we can fish along here. There's gonna be some deep pockets down here and we're hoping that maybe we get some fish that are just curled up in some of these pockets next to the rocks. Using that structure as a little bit of a way to stay warm. Woo, could fall here too. Man, it's just gonna be more of like when I'm gonna fall and impale myself on something. All right. Nope, stay up here. Get our worms out of here. Okay. I got this. Yes, I do. Thank you, Cletus. I do. It's cold. I didn't fall. That's a great success. We're already on our path to a good day, even if we don't catch any fish. If we get out of this injury-free, like when you're old, that becomes a successful fishing trip. There's a reason a lot of these old guys have boats. It's because you don't get hurt on a boat. I don't know if that's true, but I'm too boat, so that's just what I say to the people that can afford them. Hey, what's up, Cletus? How are you doing, man? Thank you so much for stopping by. Oh, let's get some of these worms out of here. Or you know what? We're gonna use like a big, it's been in my fridge for a while, so they're not the most lively creatures, but we're gonna start out with that and see if I just dangle it off of here. Oh God. Whew. Cold hands, cold hands. I'm just gonna actually do just like 2 little hooks on this. Just enough to not block the hook set there and let him just kind of dangle. I want this, yeah, we'll go through this here too. There we go. Get around there, get around there. All right. So I don't know if this is gonna work. I never usually fish this time of the year because it's usually so frozen and I don't do, well, last year I didn't do ice fishing because I had my shoulder surgery on New Year's Eve. Like today, I was actually in surgery last year getting my shoulder surgery, so I didn't even risk trying to go out and ice fish. Got a little trout magnet on here just because this is a really rocky bottom. I want to kind of keep it off. I don't want to spend my whole time snagged up here. But we'll try a couple casts in each spot, a couple little different spots, see if maybe we can catch some crappie. This is what I did last year when I caught my big pike though. It was right before my surgery, back in like August. And I was just out here doing this, you know, getting ready for shoulder surgery a couple weeks away. I wanted to fish, you know, in case they ruined my shoulder and I could never ever fish again. And boom, all of a sudden I smashed that 8-pound pike. Well, that worm is so cold. He's like, no, I'm gonna shrivel up, little guy. Usually I do fish this with a lot heavier tackle because this is a hydroelectric dam down here. And then right on the other side is we're actually on like the Rock Island Arsenal over there. So it's an army base. And there's they have another dam that's over on that side. So usually the flow is high enough that you're having to use at least 1/4 ounce out here. And this is also going to be a little first test run to see how my I seen something come up towards the water there. It looked like actually like a, not a perch, but a drum. Like right out here a little bit. We'll come out here a little further. But the nice thing is if we find one fish, we should find like multiple fish. And what I'm doing right now is the reason why people ice fish, they have all their electronics and stuff so they're not going through wondering where the fish are. Hey, 15 people in the chat, smash that like button if you haven't already. I would definitely appreciate the sub. I am a new YouTube streamer here with fishing. I'm not a new angler, but it's definitely not my time of the year where I'm normally out fishing. I am mostly a warm weather guy. I'm gonna leave my bag. There ain't nobody here, so I'm just gonna leave my bag down here. I'm mostly a warm weather guy, that is for sure. But you know what? I thought about getting some ice fishing gear this year and going out to some of the lakes that I like to fish. Ooh, you know what? Not right here. I know there's like a deep hole kind of over here, so I think that's where we're gonna find some stuff. And we're hoping to get our first fish here on the Fried and Fishing channel. And I did get really baked before the hubby dropped me off here. Got an ounce of Banana Daddy. Oh God, don't fall. Got an ounce of Banana Daddy from the dispensary earlier for $110 rec price. That was crazy. It's usually not that cheap. Oh, we didn't land on the ice piece. That's good. Come on. I did have a spot that I thought was going to be okay to catch fish, but it was frozen up enough that we were literally just going to be bouncing off the ice the entire time. And in case you were wondering, we are fishing on the Mississippi River right now. And using way too light of tackle for what fish could be in here. I'm hoping that I just stumble upon this big fat lazy catfish sleeping on one of these rocks here, and he's just wanting to lazily take this worm, and we have an epic fight. Nope, nothing here. I'll re-rig this guy. He acted very different whenever he got hooked up there. Ooh. If you guys got any questions about anything I'm doing, feel free to let me know. If you got any questions about how stoned I am, let me know. Or my New Year's plans or any of that exciting jazz. I'm actually probably going to be just hanging out and checking out Teddy's stream tonight and doing that. So now I told you my New Year's plans, so that's not a question you can ask me anymore. Oh, I might even need to put a jig on this and go deeper. If I can get down to where these little tree things are down there, those branches, I think those could be really promising. Maybe we're gonna hike up there and we'll see. Because there's some structure sticking into the ground there. Let's see if we can do that without falling and dying. If I fall, make sure you guys clip it. It's my last thing ever of streaming. Pat streams one time, gets hurt, falls into the river. Ooh, this spot doesn't look fun. Ooh. But I wanna get over to where these trees are. Hello, is anything in here? Where's Jamie at? We found him a hole. Jamie! All right, back over here. Oh, that goes under, so it's probably collapsing. Where's my trees? Up here. Got a little bit of ice around them too. Yeah, maybe there's some crappie just chilling over here, ready for some worm. I should have done the garbage pickup day today. All right. Let's see if we can. These branches aren't quite as far in the water as I thought they were. But it is a little deep section here. So maybe. I think the bobber fishing with the ultralights is going to be fun for this stream too, because you guys actually get to see it rather than it be me feeling the bite and saying, oh, I got like you guys actually get to be part of it all. You get to be like, Pat, you're stoned. Where'd your bobber go? And the men that are too manly to call it a bobber and they want to call it a float, shame on them. This is a damn bobber. Might even go down a little further. Back to try. Keep an eye on my bags. Yeah, normally I have to. It's normally a pretty good. Oh, was that a little bite? I couldn't tell. I thought I seen a little tap tap. Normally I really have to keep an eye on my stuff because of the people around here, but right now there's nobody out here fishing. I think I've seen one father's son that probably went down to the tower down there, which is usually the go-to spot because the water's usually up around the tower and the tower's slightly warm. Go along this ledge here too. See if there's. Sometimes you'll just find that stray fish that's just chilling over here, trying to stay warm, like me. I don't think I want to go further down that way, but then I have to risk going back this way. Jay, what's up, man? Hey, I found you a hole. I'm gonna come back over here to it. That way you can see it. This is probably one of the biggest holes you've seen on stream. We're gonna try it along this ledge here first, though. Come on. Fishy, fishy, fishy. Usually the flow is a lot higher and we're a lot higher water, so a lot of this stuff is like actually structure that the fish will chill in, but the water has been so down and so low this year that I don't know if there's even any schools that have stayed up here. Usually there's lots of white bass and stuff in here too. Oh, back to Jamie's hole. Okay, I did it. I didn't fall again. And it's just warm enough for the top layer of this to be melting and everything else is frozen underneath. Jamie, how's 2026? Is it better? Jamie, you like that hole? Yeah, you like that one? Ooh, YouTube's gonna flag me for adult content now. It's a big one, Jamie. If this worm isn't working either, I can go to a jig too. I've got some little soft plastic jigs. I hope 2026 is treating you well. If you guys are new to the stream, to Fried and Fishin', make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. If you are subscribed already, and even if you're not, I would really appreciate if you hit the like button as well. Give this stream just a little bit of momentum to pick up here. I'm gonna head back over to my bag here. Maybe Cletus is right, maybe got stolen. Or the more common thing that happens is I get so baked that I forget where the hell I left my shit, especially if I'm catching fish. And I know we go over this and through this and don't slip and fall on this again. Hope you guys are liking the little bit of a hike too. It is, you know what, it's different. It's like 40-degree weather and we had 50-degree weather last week and then this whole day spurt in between was like negative temperatures and cold. Oh, my bag's still there. Yes. No thieves today. Oh, there's a little log in the water down here. Let's see if maybe something's kind of around that. But in the summertime, this place is pretty hopping. It's usually hard to find. Oh, that looks pretty cool. All the water frozen out of the. Can I zoom in on this? Yeah. It's pretty cool. If you're wondering what that building is, that is a John Deere parts building right there. Well, actually, no, that's actually there's the electrical plant and then the parts building's behind it. But yeah, I'm from Moline, Illinois, home of John Deere. Everything here is John Deere, John Deere, John Deere. Half the community works for John Deere. Oh, this isn't even a log. This is a pipe. What is this? The water, oh my gosh, the water's like so low that, see all this crap down here. Maybe though. Maybe if the fishing channel doesn't work, it'll be stoned and magnet fishing for the remainder of the stuff. 78 degrees there, Jamie. Holly Carolyn, you want to get a shout out? Okay, shout out, Holly Carolyn. Radioactive fish, yes. Well, the nuke plant's further down that way. Radioactive fish. I probably need to set that a little deeper here. Get these guys' attention. Something's gonna be on this pipe, right? It's kind of like a log, if you know, closest thing to a log around here. And the only reason I picked this spot to fish is because of the hydroelectric dams. It's the only spot that's not frozen around here. All the other rivers and lakes and ponds and everything else are completely frozen. But since this has so much moving water through it, it stays unfrozen. I don't know, probably another like half mile out there, just because of the increased current in the area here. Woohoo! 25 viewers, guys. Double tap, double tap. If you guys are liking our outdoor adventure here on New Year's Eve, maybe it's too cold in your area, too snowy, you weren't able to get out. This is your chance to enjoy some outdoors. Maybe you were just too stoned and planned on getting out, and well, guess what? Now you're on the couch and you got nothing else better to do but watch some guy trying to fish and not catch shit. So keep that in mind. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are having a good time. And there is a chance that I fall throughout this. What is this? Oh, is this like a liquor bottle? Nope. Other cool little fact. I'm gonna hike back up this hill here that I did my best not to fall down. Take a peek at the chat. Jump in the water. Sigma Boy Gaming. No, that is cold, dude. That is cold. I have some crazy friends that would come out and kayak in this if the fishing was right. And that itself is nuts. You love fishing too, Sigma Boy Gaming? Thank you so much. Shout out to you, man. I hope you give me a sub and you come back and enjoy some more fishing here with us. I'm gonna pack up my little bag here with my worms. This is just, one of these days I'll show you guys I have to go through my trunk. There could be like 4 streams of just me going through all the tackle and all the junk in my trunk, if you get that. And provide plenty of content, but we're gonna pack this up. And this was actually a spot where I was chilling one day and I pulled out it was like an 8-pound channel cat, and the water was all the way up to the top of this. I had to keep trying to not get snagged on it. That was nice. All right, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Oh. Oh, thank you so much for the sub. Smash that like button if you guys are liking what you're seeing. If you think I'm gonna fall, hit the like button. If you wanna see me fall, hit the like button. If you don't wanna see me fall, well, that's okay. You gotta risk it for the biscuit sometimes. So this actually used to be like a very popular area amongst the homeless back in the day. I bet it still is. I don't come out here at night usually, just because it's kind of off the grid. But a lot of people didn't want to come out here and even fish. And then I think we got like a new mayor, like, I don't know, 4 or 6 years ago, and they started redoing all this stuff around here. They allowed like a bicycle club to take control of the trails and keep those clean and all of that. Thank you so much for liking the stream, Sigma Boy Gaming. I appreciate it, man. Shout out to you, being one of the OGs here on the channel. Just think about that. You're one of the first 5 likes on this live stream, man. Ever. If we ever blow up, go super big like the Outdoor Boys did, like 30 years from now when I become an old man and move to Alaska, like, dude, you were part of it. Oh, it is cold though, man. Figured you guys were getting tired of seeing the same boring gravel road there. Let you take a look at this beautiful face for a little bit. Face that only my mother could love. Ooh, I wonder if there's good graffitis down here too. Last time I fished this, there's some really dope artwork that they had down here. But you can see, here, let me swing back around there. You can see how this actually used to be like basically a port for different stuff. You'll see like these kind of anchors in a couple different parts. Back in the day. They use it for, there's a deep hole underneath this, oops, let me fix it. Underneath this bridge too. I don't want to climb down there just yet. I'm gonna see if there's graffiti's up there or if it's changed. Somebody might have painted over it. No. It was like a really, really dope Grim Reaper. I've got a picture of it somewhere that I can share with y'all. Oh, thank you for saying I have a beautiful face, Sigma Boy Gaming. I know, I hope it doesn't scare too many people away. I didn't see our viewer count drop that much. We're just testing the waters. If the face is too ugly, we can just keep it off stream. Got the face for radio anyway. Oh, it still looks cool, but it's not as cool as the Grim Reaper. Somebody painted over it. I'm guessing this other side's probably going to be a little more frozen. So this is what the water is obviously after it pushes through the dam and stuff there. Kind of holds up any of the ice and everything. Let's just see the graffiti here. Yeah, before it was a really dope Grim Reaper that was here. Did you guys see that? That's pretty cool. I think Sigma's a fan too. We got to start out getting people onto the Fried and Fishing crew here. And then look at this, is frozen over here. This is what the majority of the water looks like around where I'm at. Like there's not any pockets you can really cast in that's not at least got some kind of layer of ice in it. Dude, I wonder if like right on the other side of this little log, there's just like the tiniest little gap there. If we can't sneak down here and just cast that bobber right on the other side there and see if something comes up underneath that. All right, we made it down. You guys see what I'm talking about? Like right there, there's just that tiny little hole right there. Maybe we can get this worm to do a good enough job by this log and there's something underneath here. We'll give it a go. Give it a go. Just drop this right in here. Come on, buddy. I don't know if I'm on top of something or not. Come on. Just kind of jig it in here. I don't see nothing chasing it. Nothing chasing it. I guess we're moving on to a different spot. Is that a dead fish there? No, I think it's just garbage. Can't get anywhere around that log there. Damn it. All right, back to chat. Sorry, guys, I was so focused right there. Yeah, you can't donate on the stream. There's a link to Cashapp, but you don't have to donate. Hopefully one day we get to the monetized spot if the stream goes enough, pops off enough. This is such a cool area. It's usually too flooded and too wet where I can't come back here. But that's actually really pretty cool. Yeah, ice fishing is something, like I said, I haven't done yet. I'm a little worried too. First of all, you're supposed to do it with buddies and stuff, and I don't like people. So if my husband was busy doing something, oh God, no. Get out of this. See, look, you got me talking, Jamie, and I wasn't paying attention, and now we caught a tree. This can't be the only thing that we catch today. And then I feel my left foot starting to slip. Oh man, this could be a disaster. Don't hook yourself. Don't hook yourself. Get up the hill, then finish talking, Pat. Get up the hill, finish talking. All right. God, that is not very, don't like it. Fishing pole down. Up we go. All right, we made it. Okay. All right, back to chat. Ice fishing, Jamie's worst nightmare. Yes. Someone else, thank you so much. Like the vibe, share, subscribe. Pat Goes Fishing. Yes, we are a vibe. Usually we're out getting stoned, but right now we are on public property right by an army base where the Army Rangers are known to come out here and kind of talk to people. So that's the last thing I want to do. And I have a medical marijuana card, and I wouldn't want to do anything to jeopardize that at all. No, no, no. Oh, no, we're not going to climb down there. So right now, all we're kind of doing is looking for any structure that these fish might be under. Oh, somebody was down here recently. I wonder what hole they were fishing at. This looks sketchy too. Every time I go down one of these hills, it's a risk I fall. More than likely, I think I stumbled on a homeless camp. Not gonna lie. Because that's like a perfect fire ring over there. Yeah, we ain't gonna go down there and disturb somebody's peace if they are still out there. Hopefully they're not. 25 viewers? Let's go, let's go. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, we're gonna be capped at like the lower viewers until I get my first 1,000 subscribers. That's just something YouTube does. So I'm allowed, I think, 25 viewers plus whatever the subs are. So as the channel grows, more and more people will be able to watch. And what you can do is, if you want a new viewer to be able to come in and watch, because we are capped, hit that subscribe button. That'll allow somebody else to be able to come in. Let them check out the channel as well. We got somebody over here doing some bird watching. Awesome. Yeah, this is just such a great little area. I take my e-bike out here and I ride it, and I act like a badass through these trails. Dude, I fly through them. That bike goes like 30. So I just recently posted a video where Lyric and I had caught a moon eye. Well, actually, Lyric caught a moon eye. And in that video, you'll actually see that the water was all the way up to the bottom of these docks that this guy was just standing on back there. All the way up to there. And eventually it overflowed it to where this whole island was closed down. I think the Mississippi River got to 18.5 feet 2 summers ago. But man, I caught some big catfish during that floodwater. That's when I first started getting into fishing and kind of quit playing disc golf. And that first like couple months, I think I pulled out like a 10-pound blue, 7-pound flat, and then probably caught about 15 or 20 channel cat. All within like, you know, a pound to 3 or 4 pounds. Oh, Sigma took off. Thank you for hanging out, man. I appreciate you coming by. Appreciate everybody for taking time out of their day to go on this little hike and not catch any fish with me. Again, like this is all frozen over here, so I can't do nothing with that water. There is a little spot that I can try that's going to be up here a little bit. But yeah, you can look at how cool some of these trails would be if you were on a bike, or in my case, like an e-bike that is almost a full-size motorcycle. Oops. Taking a second to take a look at chat real quick here. Oops, damn it. Hitting stuff. The Jamie Chronicles, 25 viewers. Woot woot. All right. People are gonna wonder why everyone in here is a moderator. It's because I'm going to get stoned later and I might end up going live and somebody might be in here talking some crap. Cletus Admire. There we go. All right. Holly. Thank you. Double tap, double tap. Yes. Just what Holly says. Holly says. Surprised that her and Jamie haven't started their perverted talk over here. I will say it's not as funny when there's not a AI voice reading it back to you, because you don't know when Teddy's going to randomly be quiet and then all of a sudden you hear something about Holly talking about shoving something in Jamie's ass. And that's part of the best part. 21 people in the chat, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. We were hiking to another little spot here, trying to get away from some of this frozen water. We got a long hike ahead of us still. I'll switch back over to me for a few minutes so y'all can see me. Oh, this is much easier on the bike. I have not walked this like all year. Usually I ride the bike here because it's about 10 minutes from my apartment, and then I can just not have to walk all the way back to the back parts of this island. Yes, it's too soon, Holly. Let me get the algorithm first before we go to adults only content. I seen what happened when I uploaded a video of a dab. Geez, it's like YouTube like put me to timeout, paddled me, and didn't even do a reach around. Deleted the video, and 7 hours later, it was still just barely funneling any views in for me. I know, me and YouTube didn't get along before with my other channel, and I got a feeling it's going to be that same kind of relationship with this one. And I'll tell you guys a little secret. This is some first stream vibes that you guys get. Last time I live streamed was on my other disc golf channel, and it was probably 8 years ago. And I was out with our new dog, and my ex actually packed his shit and left while watching my live stream to make sure he had time to leave. And that is why I quit. That is why I quit YouTube. Oh, man. It's just wet enough where everything slips on the top. How's it going, man? Good, good, thank you. That's always awkward right there. Like you could see it in my voice. Oh, this is the dock that Lyric caught that moon eye off of. I know someone else. It was really fucked up. But it was like, I think I posted one more YouTube video after that, and then I let my partners that were disc golf like helping me with the video. We were called the Discraft Underground team because Discraft was our sponsor. But I let them kind of take it over, and they didn't understand how to hit the algorithms. They just posted what they wanted to post, and we went from getting like 15 to 20,000 views a video to like 300 views a video. Taking this view. Yeah, this is right here where he caught that moon eye. And the water was all the way up to the bottom of this. Mm-hmm. Is that a bald eagle over there flying? Probably. It's the time of the year where we get a lot of bald eagles. Oh, I think that's a nest for one over there. I actually think if we look right there, oops, 1 second, guys, let me see. Yeah, I think we have a bald eagle nest right there. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what's flying over there. It is so quiet out here right now. Other than some random screaming I just heard from over there. The moment I said it, I heard like some scream from whatever this is over there. Oh, it's on the Arsenal. So yeah, all of this over here, this is that's Arsenal Island. Or the Rock Island Arsenal. So that's a U.S. Army base. Which now I'll probably have like 50 guards come and be like, you can't point a camera near here. But how else am I supposed to film the damn eagles? Don't take America away from me, right? Is fishing good therapy, relaxing, and it just feeds you? Absolutely, it does. Whether you're catching anything or not, it's always just, I don't know, a way to get away from the world. You take your focus off of your problems and onto catching some little fish critter. Oh, was that the deer? I just heard something big move over there. Oh no, it's just some birds that are there. And it's kind of cool. My dad was in the Marines, and he passed away 5 years ago, maybe 6 now. Oh, time flies when you get old. So it's kind of nice whenever I'm just sitting out here fishing in the evening, and you hear like what is it? I think it's like Reverie or whatever it is that plays over the bugles. Kind of hits that feel good spot, you know. Hey, what's up, Ron? What's up, Ronio's Adventures from South Florida, Lake Okeechobee? Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. There's a disc golf course. No, that was Okaloosa disc golf course that I played. That was kind of by Palm Springs when I went to Florida. My husband is from Clearwater. I actually went to Florida a couple years ago, well, about 4 years ago now, and proposed to him and got his parents' blessings, which both of his parents live in Florida. One lives in Clearwater. She manages a marijuana dispensary there, which is pretty awesome. Best mother-in-law in the world. And then the other one lives up in, the dad lives up in Tallahassee. Someone else last time I went fishing, the only thing we caught was mosquitoes. Yes, tell me about more positive things right now. We don't have a mosquito here. No mosquitoes right now on us. So this is going to be the inlet to the hydroelectric dam. I had a feeling this was all going to be frozen over here too. But once we get to the other side of it, we'll probably find people there fishing. It's actually a nice day, and this is usually where a lot of the walleye, you catch the walleye, white bass come here and pile up in these deep parts where you see people pulling out 50 white bass a day out of here. Yeah, how's your weather down there, Ronios? You enjoying it? It's definitely got to be better than the cold here, but on the other hand, y'all don't get the same kind of species that we get up here. So I can imagine not going out walleye fishing in the fall or heading up north to catch trout. But I guess I could if I had all those fish you can catch out in the ocean. Damn. 62. I think last time we were in Florida, it was about this time of year. It was like right after New Year's, because I worked for Pepsi. So as soon as like the whole holiday rush got over, I was able to take a couple of weeks off and fly down there. And it was about that same kind of, it was like 60s and 70s, but everything was just completely dead. All the tourist attractions, we went to, what was it? Is it Busch Gardens that's down there? Yeah, we went to that, and there was like nobody there. We were on the front seat of every line. We go through multiple times if we wanted. This is the time of the year to hit Florida. Okay, just for a couple days and you go back to the 70s. Yeah, we're at 37 here. Oh, nobody's down here? I can't believe that. This is a spot I expected people to be. Well, I have pulled crappie out of these rocks over here before, so my hopes just glistened up slightly higher. We'll put a fresh wormer on here too. We got an abundance of them. All right, let's see. Yeah, usually all of this is underwater. Oh yeah, definitely. There's not that much structure under the water here either right now. And I didn't bring a big enough rod so usually like right out here, maybe like 70 feet, you stand on these rocks here and you cast out, and there's like a pocket of white bass that you can get to. Yeah, I think those guys are even saying no. Well, whatever, we'll just keep this little guy on here. Keep dangling. Be a dead cold worm. Yeah, there ain't nothing. I was hoping that a lot of these rocks were going to be covered up. Make a nice little home for something out here. You can always throw a jig on and get a little further out there and just jig, or just put a little jig on the end. If this don't work. Favorite fish to eat? Oh, probably white bass, just because it's easy to catch, and then I can catch multiple at a time, clean them all at once. Catch like 25 or 30 of them, clean them, and then have them in the freezer. Whatever I season them with, I can get that kind of taste out of. Catfish, if they're smaller channel cats, I like eating those. Crappie are good too. Walleye are definitely good, but usually I give those. I have a buddy that loves walleye, and I usually give those to him. Oh, I almost slid and fell. I'm gonna throw a jig on this thing. I'm not liking this little worm and trout magnet. Let's get a jig on this. Maybe a little crappie jig. Find a dry space to sit down here. Okay, originally from Kentucky, so you've got a good mix of everything. See, that's what I should just do, is retire in Florida and buy a boat and fish saltwater, something I haven't fished my entire life. You know, how many hundreds of times, thousands of times probably, I've came out to this very same spot. We're gonna get a little flashy too. We're gonna throw an orange crappie jig thing on here with a little spin, a little underspin, and oh, what do we want to do here? Do I want to swim bait? No. Let's. This guy. This guy looks money, dude, right here. Mm-hmm. He's like, let's catch some fish. So we are using 4-pound line. Very light tackle right now. Okay. Set that wormy guy there. You live in the middle of Southern California. If you've never fished, it seems cool. Yeah, fishing is, I don't know, yeah. So until you feel the fish on your line, a lot of people think that it's kind of silly. But once you get to fight your first fish, no matter what the size is, like, it's it becomes very enjoyable. And then you can fish just a couple times of the year. You know, if you fish pre-spawn or post-spawn, usually it's a pretty decent bite in most places that you go to. And then there's a couple apps, like I use the FishBrain app. And when I go to a new place, I just look and see what people have caught in the last 90 days or whatever there. And then I try to mimic that same kind of tackle, knowing what the fish like in that spot. We have a lot of farm ponds around here too, where they each like a little bit of something different. All right. This guy on here. Oh, you look beautiful. Trim that. Back up to 24 viewers, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. If you're enjoying the content, double tap, double tap. If you want us to get to more viewers, let's hit that subscribe button. Open up the door for more people to be able to come in and check out the channel. All right, we are gonna, oops, man, somebody's fishing. Yeah, so much fishing crap out here. All right, we're gonna take this bobber off here since we're not bouncing a worm around there. We'll cast a little farther out and see if. So this spot right here is right where I caught that pike at a couple of years ago using this same exact tackle. Don't fall, don't sink and fall. Oh, you scared me, whatever you were. All right, we'll try our best to not get snagged here. This is lots of snags in this area. Oh, that was a snag, I think. See, I told you I'd try to not get snagged. God damn it. It's all your fault, Jamie. Ugh. All right, little trick here. Smack that ass. Sometimes if you smack that ass, it works. But not today. Oh, nope, we broke it. Smack that ass a little too hard. All right, guys, welcome to Fried and Fishing, where you watch me tie on jig after jig after jig and critique my knot skills. It's a much better vibe, don't you agree? Well, you gotta blame Jamie. There's no other reason not to. Where's the end of my line here? Right here. All right. You know what? They didn't even like that color anyway. That's all I'll say. They did not like that. Nope. Did not like that. They wanted this green right here. Whatever this thing is. Nope, they don't want that one either. I gotta have more damn tackle than this in here. Oh, we're losing our worms. No. No, no, no. Damn it, Jamie. What the hell? All right. You know what? Maybe we'll go for something a little bigger here. Well, let's throw a swim bait on this guy. Swim bait with just a little... Do we need to go underspin? Maybe. Yeah. This should not be anybody's instructional video. There are plenty of Grandpa's fishing channels out there that can teach you far better things than what I can. You know, I said they didn't like that orange, but I think they really did. Like, I thought that they were really liking it until it got stuck underneath there. And if you want to, we can pretend like that was a fish and just say that was the one that got away. Because truly, we don't know what that was. That could have been a 15 or 20 or 30, 40 pound sturgeon that this just tickled and he didn't even move and thought it was a log. We'll never know until we catch it. Talk to me in chat. Tell me about your one that got away. If you were a fisherman, your best one that got away story. We've all got them. Oh, I did it. The small line is hard enough to tie as it is, let alone whenever you're like stoned. Okay. Got it. Throw the swim bait back on there, boys, and we're back in action. You right here. I choose you. Oh yeah. Like that should pop out. Okay. All right, guys. Like I said, we're back at it. Let's try not to get snagged there again. Let's go to a different spot over down here where maybe I won't get snagged. Whew. Double tap the screen, guys, if you're liking the video. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see me fall in this video or future videos. And we're out. We're not even going to let this hit the bottom now. We're not even going to jig it. We're just going to kind of run it through here. Oh, yeah. Stop where I know there's a couple little rocks. Oh, that looks beautiful in the water, doesn't it? You guys see that down there? Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a good thing we didn't catch anything. I had my drag all the way tight. I think even a bluegill probably would have snapped that shit. Whew. All right, we got 6 foot 3 blue eyes. Oh, that was the one that got away. Damn, you like them tall, Cletus. You like them tall, you like them tall. All right. I think more people liked it when I was hiking than when I was fishing. At least then I didn't have to show how bad my skills were today. You can tell there's like nobody out here fishing. When this place is like hot, there are so many people here. All right, we're gonna do like 2 more casts here, and we'll hike our way back towards the other side over here. Ain't a single fish in this water. You know, right now, what I'd probably catch in this spot, I don't know if there'd be a pocket of crappie because the water's not really up high enough for you to see a lot of the crappie that would be back here. But right now, you'd probably find walleye. I've caught quite a few pike out of this spot. White bass still tend to come up here, but they come up in schools. So if I would have caught, if they were really up here, I would have probably caught 2 of them by now because I would have casted into 100 of them sitting here. So they won't come up till the water raises. So right now, all we're kind of looking for almost, I think, when I switched to the swim bait, looking for like a stray walleye, stray sauger maybe. Might get something like that that's just chilling here, kind of cold water fish. We're still a little too far south for perch. So you're not going to see really any of that in the waters much around here. I got one more spot that's a little hike away. It's a tower. It's been my most fruitful spot since I fished this place, as far as actually catching fish. So we will hike over that way. If you want to join me, hit that, double tap that like button. And maybe I'll have a cool fishing story to share for you along the way. Maybe I won't. Don't know. Spilled half of my worms down there. I don't want those to spill in my tackle box because my lazy ass would forget till next year and I'd have some shit growing in there. All right. Here's my tackle bag. If you want to see what my tackle bag looks like. It's all full of little spinners there. I love ultralights and spinners. Probably like my favorite thing. And we're not going to walk along the water. We're going to walk on the bike path. Because that looks a little wet and soggy down there. All right. Oh, just got a message from the landlord that the water's back on. Good deal. Good deal. I got water again. All right. You didn't know fish like Kool-Aid? Well, let me tell you a little story. Fish, catfish, love Kool-Aid. So do carp. One of my favorite baits that I make in the summertime for catching catfish, I just cut up little pieces of chicken breast, put those in some Kool-Aid and garlic, minced garlic together, some cherry Kool-Aid, let it sit there for, I don't know, 2 to 3 hours, throw that onto the hook. Man, one of the best baits that you will ever use if you don't want to have to go out and catch fresh cut bait, which obviously, in my opinion, nothing beats going out and catching some bluegill or some fresh shad and slicing that bad boy in half and throwing it on the hook. Like, that's my go-to. But when I don't have time to do that, I'm going catfishing. Oh, the chicken and Kool-Aid. Another thing I like for my carp bait is I do the strawberry jello carp bait, where you do corn, panko breadcrumbs, and then you do the strawberry jello, let it sit in the fridge, and it kind of binds it all together. Use the little carp baskets and the carp hooks for them. Oh, that thing catches them like crazy too. I actually catch some channel cats with that bait as well. Seen some people soak their bait in a hot bath. I honestly prefer my bait fresh. Illinois' got a regulation though that if you're going to use live bait, it needs to come from the same waterway that it comes from. So a lot of times whenever I'm catching panfish and stuff like that, I'm out fishing some little farm ponds and stuff like that. And then I like to bring my cut bait out here into the Mississippi and use my cut up bluegill. You know, they call it flathead candy around here. If you get those red ear sunfish, oh, they are another good bait that the cats around here love. I am a master of the bait. Absolutely. Fishing is a lot about what you know and where you go and the luck of the day. Yeah, see, these people are fishing the other spot over here that I like to fish. It's called the tower. And a lot of times that water is quite a bit further up on it. And that structure acts as a conduit for heat because it absorbs the sunlight at the top, obviously, and transfers it through the concrete. And it's just a little bit warmer spot where the fish like to bundle up there. And like, oh, yeah, let's just pile up along these warm rocks. That's the spot that I would normally go. There's so many people over there. I don't want to be that guy that's over there streaming and talking to it and rambling with 9 other people around. I don't like people, if you didn't know that. Even though I work in a job where I have to like people, but maybe we can go check out the hole. I've caught some stuff out of the hole over here. It's a sewer drain. And we've walked around this whole entire island. And we've been streaming now, guys, for 55 minutes. And I still have like 70% on my phone battery. And that surprises me. I thought it was going to go a lot quicker. See, you were right. You were absolutely right, Cletus. All my people points do get used at work. Like, I have to like the people. Oh, there's like this tribe of people on a walk up here, I think. I've seen them all gathering in the parking lot. Like 20 of them. They're coming after me. I just seen that little stick over there in the water. Oh, God. Why do you pick the spots that are going to be the most apt for you to fall? The video doesn't even show, like, how good the... I want to just sit on my butt and slide down. Is that manly? Oh, this is going to be it. This is the first spot I fall. I want to wait for these people to walk by before I even go down here. Risk, no reward. Isn't that what they say? Are they going to walk by? Oh, they're way down there. All right. Let's go. I am in Illinois right now, on the Mississippi River, on the border of Iowa and Illinois, in an area called the Quad Cities. Whew. Ooh. Gonna make it. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Whew. Whew. Almost. Almost. Good save, Pat. Good save. Oh. Yeah. Don't want to let this go. I'm going to fall the rest of the way down. All right. I managed to get my line snagged over here, too. All right. Pulled a 3-pound smallie out of this area before. This little section right here. Almost need to go smaller and put like a tiny little grub on it, maybe. Oh, I know that was a rock. I was all excited and thought it was a bite at first. I really did. Yeah, on camera it always shows way steeper, but you can see it's actually, so this is pretty much vertical in front of me right here. You can see where the water's washing underneath that tree. And that's just like, yeah, just a little tiny slope down that a couple people did. Want to climb right down here and get right next to the water, guys, and cast along this tree here, because this is a spot where you could see something kind of just chilling there. See if we can just get in there and jig it a little bit. I'm gonna let that all the way get down to the bottom, let it sit there for a second. Jig, 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 let's swim. Jig, jig, jig. What if this entire channel, I never ever catch a fish? What if I really don't know what I'm doing and you guys just made me try to pretend like I do and I'm just out here being completely inexperienced and just out here for content? This guy might be a little too big of a swim bait here. Hit that corner again. One more cast on that. Ooh. I don't know if that was a bite or if I was just... I assume it was not a bite, but we're going to cast that again. Kind of worked out the same way. I'm actually hoping that one of these guys across from me catch a fish and you get to see somebody catch a fish today. We're out here into the front of that. Should put a smaller crappie style jig on it anyway, so yeah, that's more of what I'm looking for right now, I feel like, in this area. And I gotta go back up that hill. I just almost fell down. No. All right, guys, if you are new to the stream, I see we're only got 9 viewers right now. Double tap, double tap. Hit that like button. We can go back to the hiking in a second. Get away from the fail fishing. I'll take you guys on a little bit more of the trails over here. Hit that seam right there again. What the heck did I get snagged on? Did my line blow that far over there? No! Oh geez, it blew all the way up there onto that. I casted like nowhere near that. Dun, 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 dun. How the hell did that happen? Oh God. Whew. I don't think I'm going out there to save that jig, guys. I think we're gonna let that one sit there if I can't pop it. Oh, he's hooked on there. Yep, I ain't falling. Hey, Karina Hernandez. Yes, hot dogs are another good one. I have caught many a catfish on hot dogs as well. All right, we're gonna walk away from this. We're gonna find out back up. Is this our best option? Is back up this steep ass thing I almost slid down? I think it might be. All right, we're going. For those of you just joining the stream, this is where I almost fell a little bit ago, but managed to save myself. Or I could have just tumbled all the way there into the water and made viral content. So we'll hold on to this again. We'll come back up. All right. Oh, God. Oh, sliding again. Those all have thorns on it. I don't want to grab it. Just toss the fishing pole up there. Oh, come on. If one of these vines break, I am not surviving this. And that is not a vine. All right. Okay, we did it. As well as it being steep, it doesn't help that the top layer of this ground is now unfrosting where it was frozen because we had to warm up to 40 degrees today. Hot dogs and cheese. Yep, that's the ones that I've heard of, and I've heard of putting them in strawberry Kool-Aid. That works good. All right, we got about another 20-25 minutes that we're gonna do on this first stream here. So I'll take you guys back onto the trails back here. Let you guys kind of check out some of this cool scenery and enjoy that. I don't feel like tying on another line right now and catching booty. These guys that were across from us there, they will sit out there all day, probably out of 5,000 casts between all of them, and catch maybe one walleye or sauger right now. And then, you know, maybe the next stream is I do bring out my catfish stuff here. Instead of jigging, if it's not too icy along the bank, I can just put some rods in and send out some cut bait. Or I can try the cheese hot dogs like Karina suggested, or the strawberry Kool-Aid. Sprinkle oatmeal where you fish? Yep, I've heard of that too. I've heard of kibble too, using like dog kibble. We're gonna cut in here to the right before we get over to all these people here. So a lot of these used to be foundations for what was a factory or like a depot hub back in the day, where they would move cargo and freight via the Mississippi over there and accept it and put it into the arsenal or different stuff here. There's actually a cool little trail that's right up here to the right, where we go in between all of it. And there are some secret fishing spots that I go to this year where we just go live right at and show you guys how to get there, because I don't need anybody taking all my goods. Look at that. That is a view. This is part of the bike trail, actually. You know what? Let's just take this off of this right now. Take this off of here. I'm bringing you guys by hand. Now I can see chat a little bit better. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. If you're new here, hit that like, subscribe button. Feel free to shout out a comment in chat. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know your, I guess we're talking about our best fishing bait too. So let me know what your best fishing bait is. Or if you think a bicycle is going to come around this trail and hit me. Oh, no political stuff on the stream. They didn't get the message. Oh, absolutely I will. Can we get a picture of me by this? We need to cut this. Yeah. Uh-huh. That's for me. I didn't paint it, but it's like the artwork was literally there for me. What's this next part say? Oh, do crime? No, don't do crime. Don't do crime. Just be gay. Don't have to do the crime. Whew. If we can get this up to 20 likes before I go, maybe I'll do a New Year's stream tonight. I know a lot of people are doing them. Maybe I'll pop on for like a half hour, say what up, say hello, chug a beer or 3, something cool like that. So tell all your friends, tell your family, tell whoever you need to tell, come in here, hit that like button. Appreciate all you guys out there right now. I know we got 8 people watching. We've had 25 people a couple times while we were out there fishing at the very beginning. Probably would have had a lot more people if we were catching fish, but I was just happy to be out there in the open water. Absolutely I was. We're walking back over to the frozen side again. I'll take you guys one more pass over here. See if we can see more of those. Oh, so many birds up here too. Oh, be quiet. There might be people bird watching. Always got to be respectful when you're utilizing public places and stuff. Because you never know when that weird old guy out here bird watching is on the board of directors for somebody that cuts a big check to fund places like this. You never know, you never know. Go out here to this dock again. Is that another? Was it? That's the same. That's a better view of it, isn't it? Can you guys see it a little better here? Let me get down on my knee. Bald eagle's nest up there. Mm-hmm. That's so cool. We'll swing over here. We'll take one more look at the birds. Probably going to end this stream here in just a little while then, guys. Probably come back later while I'm at home. A little more comfortable area where I can stop in and say what up to everybody, and people aren't coming out here with the expectation of me catching fish and not catching no fish. But like I said, ain't nobody out here catching fish right now. And if you're out on the ice, it's kind of sus at this point. Let me know. Would you go out on that ice right there? Is that thick enough for you to go out on? A little better view. Would you go on that ice? No, but absolutely someone else. It's never a good idea to go out on the ice if you're alone. And that's what they say. I do that actually when I'm going on fishing, where I'm going on a long hike, and it's even just going to be a hike where I risk injury and stuff. I usually try to bring a buddy with, which led me to the thing of I might be looking at renting ice gear for a day. There is a place around here that does it, or I mean, I guess it's not as expensive as I thought it would be, but the nice thing about the ice fishing is that I'll be inside my ice shack, so I could get stoned or do whatever in there. It'd be more of a cool, laid-back environment. I wouldn't be moving, be in the warmth kind of stuff. So if you were 10 pounds, you'd go on that ice around those adventures. I don't even know if I trust it there. Well, look, here's where we can kind of see a depth. You don't even need a spud stick or anything to look at that. I mean, we're looking at 1.5 inches there, maybe, at least in that layer. And we just came off of like 5 days in the 50s. The only good thing I think you got going for you is that it's so shallow right now. That's actually ground out there in the middle. That's how low the Mississippi is that in one of the points to this, there literally is dirt, a dirt island that's not normally there in the middle of that. So yeah, the only good thing, Ronios, is that you would not fall very far, I don't think. I wouldn't imagine that gets more than 5 or 6 feet deep through the rest of that where it is. But yeah, it's cool. So it is really cool if you're not from the area. Our local Chamber of Commerce actually will rent you bikes for free. And you can ride your bikes down in here, and you can check out this beautiful area. It's really, really cool. I bring my electric bike down here. You'll get to see me in the summertime ride my electric bike here a lot. I'm going to get some mounts and stuff so that I can bring you guys live on the bike rides as we go to different places. And something else that you guys might look forward to is I actually have everything set up on my bike and have enough battery packs and everything where I can ride my bike to the local conservation club that I'm a member of, and we can do camp, catch, cooks, and all of that, and start out with literally a bike ride. Whatever we can take on the bikes, all we get to do our catch, camp, cook. So yeah, I hope that's something that you guys are looking forward to. I don't know why it switched back over to me as we got to the cool part of all of this, but I showed you guys this part earlier, but we'll go back over here. Here we go. Back to that graffiti, get a little closer look now that I don't get you guys on my chest. It's like art in the right places. I don't know, some people see junk, I see beauty. Here, I bet you can see how steep this one is now. There's a better spot to get to that secret area though. Whew. All right, guys, we got about maybe 7-8 more minutes left on this walk as we are winding down the stream. It is going to be your last chance to give me that like if you are enjoying yourself and you want to hit that like button. Subscribe. I wouldn't say you have to share it to anybody yet because it's going to be a dead stream here in a minute. But thanks everybody for stopping in, spending a little bit of time with me on your New Year's Eve before you all go ham on the boozies or whatever you're doing tonight. That's going to be a good time. I just picked up an ounce of Banana Daddy from the dispensary and it tested at 35%. I ripped a couple bongs before I came out and it was fantastic, but God bless the lady at the dispensary says, oh, at 10 o'clock you happen to arrive for a doorbuster, so we got you on some edibles too. So I'm gonna enjoy some edibles. I'm gonna smoke some Banana Daddy. Maybe I'll stop on stream long enough for 15-20 minutes to have a New Year's smoke toke celebration with everybody. But other than that, I hope you guys again have really, really enjoyed the stream. You guys have definitely made my day and helped bring back the spark to fishing, even though we didn't catch anything. Normally I'd be coming back saying, oh, fishing was a waste of time. I wasted my afternoon. I'm never fishing again. And then my husband tells me to rip a bong, and 15 minutes later I'm like, hey babe, you wanna go fishing? Hey Holly, welcome back. Thank you for the great jobs. I feel like I managed myself well on the stream. It was mostly you guys here watching, but I appreciate the love as always. And this was just, winter's gonna be hard filming content. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Without going ice fishing, and even that gets boring after a while, it is gonna be hard to do content. So I'm gonna have to come up with some stuff, maybe some more winter hikes, stuff like that to get us through that time. Norma Jean doesn't like the cold either, so I can't take her on the hikes with me. Oh, thank you for being here, Holly. I know how it is multitasking. Usually when I've got one stream up, I've got 2 streams up doing 3 other different things. I feel you there, girl. But definitely appreciate the love. Felt the good vibes from everybody here. You know what we didn't get? We didn't get any trolls. When was the last time you guys sat through a 75-minute stream and nobody came in trolling? Christopher Bear 73, what up, man? Giving you that shout out. Thank you for coming in and checking out the stream. We are just finishing up here. I'm on the walk back to the car, actually. We didn't catch anything. We tried. We lost 2 jigs. I almost fell, and everybody almost got a good laugh. Almost fell a couple times, actually. I might have to start filming myself as I fall. I need another camera that's like the fall cam that happens whenever I fall down. Whew. But I'm going to use this as a time to say goodbye, guys. I'm going to be walking back up here to the front. There's usually more people kind of gathered up in the parking lot area. So, is that dirt on my face? Yeah, that's because I fell. Oh, man, I got dirty. My husband's going to think I was doing no-no stuff out here with people. Come home with a face like that. It's gonna be like, you were on the trails? Doing what? All right, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for checking out Friday Fishing, where we definitely are not your grandpa's fishing channel. Peace. Now I feel like Teddy. How do I end the live?